Okay, whenever you're ready.
So this is Garrett for Keene Peaceful Streets, and we're here at the Keene Police Department. It is Monday, October 21st, I believe. Yes. And it's 5:30 p.m. And I'm here to drop off some questions I have for Captain Russo. Stephen Russo of the Keene Police Department was who I was referred to, who could answer questions about the snipers that were spotted at Keene Pumpkin Festival. That was last Saturday. It's a wonderful family event, draws thousands of people here to Keene, but never in the past have there been snipers deployed, so that was a fairly disturbing development. In addition to the fact that there were snipers there, presumably there were spotters. There was at least 9 people counted on the rooftops around Keene, New Hampshire, and it was identified that they did have rifles, or at least there was one rifle with one of the teams. Presumably more of the teams also had rifles. They were dressed in plain clothes as well. They were not identifying themselves as police when they were up there. So the questions I have for Mr. DeRusso, there are 19 of them. I'll read them off for you before we go in there and try and speak with him. If not, just drop these off. Question number 1. At what time was it determined that there would be sniper units mounted on rooftops at the 2013 Keene Pumpkin Festival? 2. Who funded the Keene Pumpkin Festival spotters and snipers? 3. How many spotters and snipers were mounted on the rooftops throughout Keene? 4. What agency or agencies were the spotters and snipers employed by? 5. To what extent did KPD or the City of Keene oversee the arming of private security agents, and to what extent were they armed? 6. Were there instructions for KPD employees not to answer questions related to rooftop snipers at PumpkinFest? 7. To what extent were PumpkinFest civilian organizers made aware of security measures, specifically the sniper teams at PumpkinFest? 8. What was the function of the New Hampshire State Police at PumpkinFest? 9. Did law enforcement entities from outside of New Hampshire participate in PumpkinFest security details? 10. Was a public announcement made regarding the heightened levels of security prior to PumpkinFest? 11. To what extent did KPD or other participating law enforcement agencies brief the public as to the new security measures? 12. Were state police briefed on security measures at PumpkinFest? 13. Were all law enforcement officers patrolling Keene on October 19th briefed to the presence of snipers at PumpkinFest? 14. To what extent were civilian security details briefed relative to the heightened security forces at PumpkinFest? 15. Was there a reason police sniper teams were dressed in plain clothes rather than wearing police insignia? At least 3 of the 4 teams were in plain clothes. 16. To what extent was there federal involvement in PumpkinFest security relative to funding? 17. To what extent was there federal involvement in PumpkinFest relative to training? 18. Was there a threat to the security of the 2013 Keene Pumpkin Festival that was not made public? 19. Was the Keene Police Department involved in the collection of evidence from the Wanko surveillance unit? And 20. Was the Bearcat deployed in any manner related to the 2013 Keene Pumpkin Festival? So I miscounted, there are actually 20 questions there. But hopefully those 20 questions can get some solid, complete, firm, accurate answers. And we'll see if Mr. Russo is here.